As I keep saying, it is the top two. It is electric.
It is, it really is. It's the same last year. It's got a great build.
How is it going, guys? This is your boy, Callum CMP here, back with yet another live stream and back with yet another football watch-along. The time is almost 4:30 p.m. on Sunday, the 22nd of March, 2026. And this is it, the final of the 2025-2026 Football League Cup. It's the top two Premier League teams going up against each other today. Arsenal and Manchester City. Arsenal have not won a major trophy since 2020, when they beat Chelsea 2-1 in the FA Cup final. And Manchester City haven't won a major trophy since, I think it was 2024, when they won the Premier League in May of that year. Arsenal have not won the Football League Cup since 1993. And Manchester City have not won this trophy since 2021. This is a repeat of the 2018 final. Manchester City won on that occasion by 3-0. It is at the Wembley Stadium. So for Arsenal, it is revenge time, and I am here to witness it. This is really the start of us trying to win the quadruple this season. The last time that we faced Manchester City in any competition was in September of 2025 at the Emirates Stadium in the Premier League. In that game, Arsenal drew 1-1 and Gabriel Martinelli saved us right at the end of the match, I think during second half stoppage time. Hello, Dino_GT, better known as Samuel. Welcome to the live chat. We also have our first like of the live stream, and that was definitely Samuel. Who are these people that are greeting the players, Mum?
It's 8 years since Laurent Koscielny was the last Arsenal captain to oversee the formalities on this occasion. Before him, Robin van Persie, Kolo Toure, Bukayo Saka. He's the first Englishman to captain the Gunners in the League Cup final since Tony Adam-Smith did it in 1993.
I remember reacting to the Arsenal versus Birmingham City game, not when it was live, but when it was on YouTube, and it is still on YouTube to this day. Birmingham City won by 2-1 because...
Was that a final?
Yes, it was a final. Laurent Koscielny and I think Wojciech Szczesny messed up in the Arsenal penalty area, causing Obafemi Martins to slot in a comfortable winner, which sent scenes throughout Wembley Stadium from the Birmingham City fans. The 2018 final was not as horrific as the 2011 one. Hello, Cameron Price. Welcome to the live chat. You are the second person to comment. Oh, the national anthem's being sung. God save the King. Why aren't you doing it, Mum? Blue, long to reign.
And I don't like the King.
Fair enough. Save the king. Come on, Arsenal. This week has been very dramatic for me because a couple of days ago, I went to see Kesha in concert at the Wolverhampton Civic Hall on the 19th of March.
I'm going to be on the live stream.
I'm just looking up what happened in Arsenal's last match in a League Cup final. That was during Arsene Wenger's final months as the Arsenal manager. I think we do. It will show on the screen. Victor Gyökeres, top striker up front for us. Kepa Arrizabalaga in goal, but he's fairly decent as well.
Why have we got you for goalie though?
I don't know, maybe because we're saving David Wire for Premier League and Champions League games. So who is going to come out on top? James Trafford is in goal for Manchester City. Rodri's a solid midfielder for Man City. Last time that these two sides faced each other in a League Cup final, Man City came out on top. Who's going to win today? Arteta or Guardiola? So February 25th, 2018 was the last time that Arsenal and Manchester City both contested in the Football League Cup final. Manchester City won 3-0, of course. Sergio Aguero, Vincent Kompany and David Silva all scored at Wembley. Traff used to play for Burnley. I think he used to play for Bolton as well.
Their best, immediate chance to win one. Spanning 50 years.
Tottenham lost 3-0 to Forest. Sorry about that, guys. Maybe because of how good they are.
Brilliant and hyper-decorated though he is. Last season was trophyless. It cannot happen again. For Mikel Arteta, time to reap the rewards of 6 years.
Maggie has come in. The whole gang is here.
Good girl, Maggie.
I've got myself, my mum, my dad, my dog, and my cat. Come here, Mags. The referee is going to blow his whistle at any moment now. This is something that we have been waiting for almost 6 years. Maggie, come here. Manchester City immediately get a free kick. It's Rodri who is down. Of course, Arsenal are better. I predicted Arsenal to win by 2 goals to 0. So that means that Arsenal will win the Football League Cup for the first time since 1993.
Why he's jumping up? Why he's jumping up?
He doesn't want to be up here.
That's just heading. I know where it's heading.
Whoa!
Come on, Maggie.
So here's Antoine Semenyo, the former Bournemouth player, now Rodri.
To start off, having said
Well, you
that,
do in this
terrific
room.
form over the last month or so.
I thought you were having a go at Dad. Baloo's got some sort of grudge against Maggie. Either it's that or he just loves to terrorise her for his own gratification.
Yeah, probably.
Bukayo Saka
Where do you
may have
think
got the
you're
last
going,
touch of the
Blue?
ball there, but the referee looks like he disagrees. In fact, it may be the opposite. I'm not sure. I think it's going to be a Manchester City throw-in. Yes, it is, because a Man City player has the ball in his hand. Let's hope that Man City do not win the final. Here's Zubamendi. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, he's offside. He's offside. I think that was Victor Gyökeres because the player is fairly tall, and yes, it's him. The quality on the screen is not the best.
I was just going to say that. Yeah, it's crap, isn't it?
You have 69 subs. That's interesting to hear. I had that amount of subs in 2022 when I was 14 years old. Baloo is on the sofa. So is my mum. I'm in this comfortable chair. Perfect size for me. 2 people watching, 2 likes. Samuel and Cameron are the only people witnessing this. And that's okay, as long as they behave themselves and are nice in the live chat, sending positive messages, appropriate ones.
Arsenal beaten in their last 6 games against Manchester City in all competitions.
You mean Manchester City are going to win the cup? Hopefully not. And I said that earlier, a couple of minutes ago on this live stream. The one thing that we cannot do, especially against a team like Manchester City, is lose possession of the ball in an area like that. What do you think the score is going to be, Dad? It may be a penalty shootout, says Mike Hill 833. It'd be entertaining and also worrying. Gyökeres with a cross, and Kai Havertz was coming in. Are Arsenal going to get a corner out of this? Number 45 went down. That is Kusanov. 3 likes on this live stream now. I think Baloo's chewing away at the sofa. Apologies for what's going on in the background, guys, to the 4 people that are watching. Now, I'm not trying to be woke, Dad. Now I'm more awake. Here's Victor Gyökeres. Past O'Reilly, trying to get past Ake, but Bernardo Silva ended up being the one to get in the way of him. William Saliba beats Erling Haaland to the ball. Oh my God. Martin Zubamendi with a poor pass. Manchester City have got a throw-in.
They've got a what count? They've got a what?
A throw-in, I think I said. I completely forgot what I said.
Throw, F-R-O, or throw?
Dad, I'm not a little kid. I'm 18 years old.
That can't say throw.
Throw. Throw.
Throw.
Right, here we go. Is he onside this time? Yes, he is. If it is the same person.
Stop being naughty. Come here.
No, it's, I think, Havertz. Well, Arsenal were onside this time.
Right. Lie
I
down.
got confused between Havertz and Gyökeres.
Thank you.
Declan Rice with a lovely ball to Bukayo Saka up against O'Reilly and Doku.
No.
Big chance. Havertz is in. Good save. And then a rebound. Saka. Saka again. James Trafford is excellent in goal.
Come on.
He was phenomenal in a youth tournament for England. He helped them win the tournament. I don't think he conceded a single goal in that tournament. James Trafford is getting a lot of action in this game. And it's only 7 minutes in. Havertz, saved by Trafford. Saka again. And then Saka again. I don't know why I said Saka again twice. It should have been Saka and Saka again. Because he only had 2 shots. Why is Donnarumma not playing? You're going to have to ask only Pep Guardiola that. Maybe Pep Guardiola saw a lot of amazing things that James Trafford has showcased. Dad's doing this thing with his shoulders. You're not posing on the front cover of a Vogue magazine, Dad. I get it, I get it. Seeming as you're 60, you're obviously going to do that a lot.
Shout out.
No offense. 9 minutes have already been played. These have felt like the quickest 9 minutes that I've ever been through watching a football game. Trafford needs to be Superman today to keep Arsenal out. I think you're sounding like a Manchester City fan here. I've had one Arsenal fan and possibly 2 Man City fans commenting in the live chat. Kai Havertz cleared away from Victor Gyökeres. If Man City had not made that clearance, then Victor Gyökeres would have possibly been one-on-one with James Trafford. Dino is a Burnley supporter. I completely forgot about that. You are a Man United fan. You prefer Arsenal over City. That is good to hear. I've just forgotten something. I'm going to change into my Arsenal kit to support my team in the best way possible.
You're not wearing your Arsenal shirt.
No.
You've jinxed it.
No, I haven't jinxed it. Don't speak too soon. I predicted Arsenal to win 2-0. Here is Antoine Semenyo up against Piero Hincapié Semenyo. Cherky.
Why are you being a pain today, please?
Bernardo Silva enters the area, comes out the area again. Ball's crossed in, headed away from Haaland. In the second half, change to your Arsenal shirt, says Cameron Price. Good idea.
Does anyone want a cocker spaniel?
Here we go. Here's Bukayo Saka. Tried to play it through to Victor Gyökeres there.
No.
However, Arsenal get it back via William Saliba.
Out. Bad dog. Tell them there's a cocker spaniel going free if anyone wants one. Yeah.
Now, we've had to put up with this dog for 2 years. That's good enough.
Out.
If we can manage 2 years with this dog, I reckon that we can manage 2 more. Dad's taking Baloo out so that the environment is a little bit more peaceful.
shirts on.
Bukayo Saka, the captain for Arsenal this afternoon, has gone down and Arsenal have been awarded a set piece. I've got a dog called Hugo. He's a border terrier.
Oh, cute.
There's Thomas Tuchel, the England manager, who's going to be managing England during the 2026 World Cup.
Do we know who the England squad is yet?
No. I don't think Thomas Tuchel has announced it, and I think him being on the screen says it all. You know my dog, Callan. Yes, I do. She's called Chula. Rice with the free kick. Headed away. Still not cleared. The effort's been blocked. That was Leandro Trossard with an effort. And a corner has been awarded to Arsenal 12 minutes in. The last time you saw Chula, Mum, was in September of 2023 when we last went to Cameron Price's house. I'm not sure if she did have puppies, but it would be nice to find out via Cameron Price's mum, for example. Bukayo Saka prepares to swing in this corner for the Gunners. In it comes. Poor clearance, because it's come out straight to Kai Havertz, and also it was a poor corner. She's having puppies soon. Well, that's nice to hear.
The classic under the crossbar, Arsenal corner. Declan Rice will no doubt get his chance. Thinking about one of those in time. For now, he has this potentially long throw. Saliba and Gabriel either side of the goalkeeper.
Declan Rice with the throw-in. Cleared away. Ben White with a long ball, and that went absolutely nowhere. Straight out of play for a Manchester City goal kick. He does apologise for it, though. He needs to be more accurate with those types of balls. I was talking about the Kesha concert that I went to a couple of minutes ago on this live stream. The videos are available on my TikTok account if anybody wants to look at them. Okay. So my mum's just checking the potatoes. I think they're having some roast dinner.
Don't you want some roast dinner?
No, I'm fine, thanks. I'm never keen on roast dinner.
I've never tried it.
And I never will.
Why, Callum? You never used to want to try chips or ice cream, did you? When you were little. I believe that.
But they looked tastier. Manchester City have yet to record a shot in this game. Arsenal have had 4 shots and Manchester City have had none. Arsenal have had 3 shots on target. Oh, something's going on between Bernardo Silva and Leandro Trossard. They don't seem to be fighting with each other, so it looks as if it was just a bit of an entanglement. Nketiah pouncing, but loses out on the ball. Referee should have kept play going on there because Man City still had the ball, and a yellow card has been brandished in front of Piero Nketiah. It's when they went challenging for the ball.
Oh, come on. That was no way a yellow card.
Are you just saying that because
No.
Man City were on the receiving end of it?
No, that was not a yellow card. That's ridiculous.
What would you choose, roast dinner or McDonald's for a Big Mac? None of them. Mike Hill says he might get a red card now. Hopefully, Piero Hincapié will not get a red card.
Just both of them. There's not much in it.
Rodri.
Long ball from Rodri. It's been headed away.
Intercepted. Oh, no. Come on, Arsenal, get.
Just get it away. It's easy.
Good.
Early up the line for Hincapié.
Come on, Gyökeres.
Into another gallop.
Do you watch Mark Goldbridge on That's Football? I have occasionally watched his videos. I haven't watched a live stream from Mark Goldbridge in a while. And Bukayo Saka has gone down because of a challenge from the Man City captain Bernardo Silva. And the referee has awarded Arsenal a free kick.
Composure on the ball. First period of this game. Still playing all the football.
Is that young lad playing?
Max Dowman,
Yeah.
I believe he may be on the bench. Let me go check. I've got to keep my eye on the game as well. Declan Rice is repositioning the ball. Max Dowman is on the bench for the Carabao Cup final.
Yeah, right. Lost at the back of the queue there.
Here we go. Declan Rice with the free kick. Headed away by Erling Haaland.
Great header.
Comes out to White. Now it's Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka still has it. Leandro Trossard. Hincapié. Gabriel. Poor cross. Well, it's unsurprising as it came from a defender. A Manchester City player remains on the ground. Martin Zubamendi has now become the perpetrator of a foul. Cherki was the Man City player who was down.
He was screaming in agony, rolling around on the floor, and then he gets up and is like, oh, I'm okay now. Such bollocks.
Sometimes you're in a lot of pain for a while, and then it finally dies down. It's similar to cramp. So that's what he may have had because of that challenge.
No, he was
One of four
trying
previous
hard.
League Cup finals as Man City manager Pep Guardiola. So this is going to be a tough test for Mikel Arteta and his men. Here's Mateus Nunes. Plays the ball to Antoine Semenyo. Crosses it with his right foot. Just missed Erling Haaland. Jeremy Doku. Cross deflected out of play. And Manchester City will get their first corner kick of the match. It's impressive how we have not conceded against Manchester City in under 10 minutes of this match because of how prominent they are up front. Hopefully that comment does not age well. Erling Haaland is lurking in the box. I think Cherki is going to take the corner kick, and it's been grabbed by Kepa Arrizabalaga. And now here come Arsenal. It's come out to Bukayo Saka. Now it's Declan Rice who latches onto it. What on earth was that? Bukayo Saka remains down. Jeremy Doku is trying to help him up. And so is Antoine Semenyo. In fact, I actually got confused between Doku and Semenyo. They looked familiar. No, familiar is not the
same.
right. Similar.
Similar. That's it.
camera here, we can't quite see it. Maybe just see it there.
Familiar could slightly work though.
But the advantage is playing. Declan Rice is on his
Do
way.
your parents support Arsenal as well? Yes, of course they do, Mr. Mike Hill. And so do Baloo and Maggie, the animals that roam around in the house. I'm also planning to do a live stream for tomorrow to celebrate the 3-year anniversary of my debut album, CMP, dropping. Obviously, I'll have a lot of time as I don't have college on Tuesday. I only go in on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And apparently, I have the highest record attendance in my group. No, do not win Manchester City. Come on, win Arsenal. That's what should be said. My channel was under 10 subscribers when Arsenal last won a major trophy on August the 1st, 2020. My dad took me to Man United games and I became a fan at 6 years old. What date were you born, Mike Hill? So I can know what year you became a Manchester United supporter with the help of your dad. William Saliba comes in with a good defensive piece on Jeremy Doku.
He's got a yellow card, isn't he?
No, Hincapie. I was born in 1983. So you are either 42 or 43 years of age. No, because he could have been born on, let's say, March 23rd of 1983. So he'd still be 42 years old. You are 43 years of age. Hello, Will Rally Sport 1. Welcome to the live chat. I hope I said that name right. You are 45 years of age. It's rare to get viewers of mine that are at this age range. You are an Arsenal fan as well. That is very good to hear. And I will try and address you as just Will. 5 people watching and 4 likes on the live stream. 1 person has just left, but that's okay. There's 4 others still watching. And I think Arsenal have been awarded a free kick. I was distracted by what was going on with the live stream and the people that were viewing it and liking it. Yes, that could be a sign of good luck. I'm not sure if it is a sign of good luck or bad luck when it comes to Baloo wearing that. 25 minutes in, and it is Arsenal 0, Manchester City 0 at Wembley Stadium. Here is Gabriel. Most of the Arsenal fans that were involved in our last major trophy win back in 2020 have all gone their separate ways. Saka and Martinelli are really the only players that are still here.
I decided not to put it on because I think last time we had it on, we lost. So I'm being superstitious.
The latest time that could have happened was back in January of this year when Arsenal played Manchester United in the Premier League at the Emirates Stadium and Manchester United won by 3-2. Baloo's barking. I don't know what's going on. It looks like he's been misbehaving. Here's Antoine Semenyo. And once again, Arsenal are solid at the back.
Who's this attack like? And tell him, get here now.
Oh, you forgot about that door. Here he goes again.
Leave the cat alone.
Come on, Blue.
Round 3 when they won at Port Vale.
No. She was here first. And she's older than you, and you should have some bloody respect. Bad dog.
This could be our last year, Baloo.
No, he'll bite you. He's in a stupid mood. Baloo.
Also being a January transfer is.
Don't dare.
An Arsenal player remains down. Well, not anymore. That was Martin Zubamendi. Here's Jeremy Doku. Trying to get past Ben White. He's up against Martin Zubamendi as well.
Hey!
Lovely ball from Rodri. Out onto the right where Cherky is. The ball's been crossed in, but it's been cleared away. I'd say in terms of the defence, Arsenal have been the better team. Manchester City have had more possession of the ball in the last 10 minutes of the match. They've had 73% possession, Arsenal 27%. Semenyo with a cross, lovely block, lovely clearance from Gabriel. Manchester City look like they've got another corner. Arsenal are so good at defending. Let's hope that that comment ages well. Baloo looks like he's fast asleep. Bernardo Silva to swing in the corner, a tense moment, but it's been headed away. Much to the pleasure of my mum. Saka to Saliba. Saliba has booted the ball out of the Arsenal penalty box. And the referee has awarded Arsenal a free kick. I think Bernardo Silva was the perpetrator in that. Leandro Trossard remains on the ground. Kai Havertz headed it into the Man City half. There's Trossard getting a header as well. And then Bernardo Silva made enough contact to bring Trossard onto the ground and keep him on the ground for the next couple of seconds. There's Ricardo Calafiori warming up alongside Christian Mosquera and another Arsenal substitute whose name I do not know. What did you do today? I celebrated lockdown hitting 4,000 views on YouTube. I did another Rolex chain short. I did a score prediction video for this game. And I was out with my mum and dad and they were cutting trees. So it's been a busy day so far for me and my family. We've just gone past the half an hour mark in the game. The first third is officially over. How is the chickens, duck and horses and little Jerry? They are all okay. And something I want to bring up. I'll just wait until Arsenal have probably cleared this. Here's Erling Haaland. Haaland still got it. He's not giving up, and Arsenal get it back. So, talking about the chickens, and I did talk about the fact that I did see Kesha in concert at long last. A yellow card's going to be dished out. Who's been booked? I think it's Kusanov who has been booked. Challenge on Victor Gyökeres there, the Arsenal striker. We have two chickens called Kesha and Gaga, named after the two pop stars.
Compromise from the 22-year-old Uzbekistani
Abdulkadir Kusanov. Abdulkadir Kusanov. I've got to remember what his first name is like, as I usually focus on opposition players' surnames. Some of the tackles are ridiculous. You've got that right, Will. It's been a bit of a rough game so far after almost 33 minutes. We are currently in the 33rd minute of the game. Declan Rice is about to whip in this ball as part of the free kick. In it comes, and it's been headed away yet again. However, Arsenal get the ball back. What happened to the chicken? Nothing happened to the chicken. Arsenal are in here. Gyökeres has had the ball cleared away from him. A heroic tackle from Nathan Ake. And Arsenal survive for now.
Declan Rice to hoist it in again.
Declan Rice is going to take the throw in here. He's been busy with these types of plays. It's been headed away and it's been cleared away. Ben White looking to get to it. The only person that he felt like he had to play it to was the keeper, Kepa Arrizabalaga. Man City have been awarded a free kick, a foul by Gabriel Magalhaes on Mateus Nunes.
So much to tell you about upcoming attractions. We're 4 weeks away from Manchester City and Arsenal.
Man City and Arsenal meet again at the Etihad Stadium in the Premier League on Sunday, April the 19th. It's technically the title decider because it's second versus first. We're just less than a month away from the game. Let's see which club Mateus Nunes used to play for. Did he used to play for Wolves? Yes, he did, between 2022 and 2023. Here is Cherki up against Martin Zubamendi. Now it is Jeremy Doku against White and Zubamendi. Ball's been crossed, headed away from Haaland by Gabriel. My dad has joined in. He's in the same room as me. He's sitting down on the piano seat.
Hi, Cameron.
Cameron, my dad just said hi to you. I hope that you could hear him.
No foul against Kusanov this time.
Cameron Price just said hi to you, Dad. There's only one person watching this live stream. However, 4 people from planet Earth have taken the time to really enjoy this live stream and smash that like button. I've kept my laptop at a high percentage, especially for this game at least, because it would be beneficial for me to react to other football matches, do EastEnders Week watch-alongs, and do anniversary concerts, especially the one that is due tomorrow, regarding CMP, without having to worry about the percentage.
Now,
Yes?
can Cameron see you?
Yes, Cameron can see me.
Ask him what he thinks of your afro hairdo.
What do you think of my afro hairdo? This hair is worth a third of a year almost. The last time I had a haircut was on the 23rd of November 2025. Arsenal have another corner 37 minutes into the game. Now, we've been nicknamed by people as Set Piece FC, but we can take that as a compliment. Bukayo Saka to whip in the corner. Hincapié gets his head onto it, but it goes over the bar, and Manchester City breathe a sigh of relief yet again. Here's a question for you. Superman or Batman? I wouldn't be able to choose, as I'm not really a part of the Marvel community. There's Mark Gahey.
After the first leg of the semi-final.
I think he's one of Manchester City's latest signings. When did he join the club? Let's go have a little look. So the 25-year-old has been a player for Manchester City since 2026. He's played at least 8 games for the club.
Does our goalie have to save anything now?
No shit, Sherlock. He has to.
No, has he saved anything?
I don't think he has. James Trafford
Where's the normal
made a
goalie?
triple save.
Where's our normal goalie?
We're saving David Raya for bigger games in the Premier League and the Champions League. The FA Cup is also a notable one, but it's really just like the Carabao Cup, except basically all the teams in English football compete in the FA Cup, whereas teams in the Carabao Cup, they only compete when they are in the Premier League Championship and Leagues 1 and 2.
Oh!
A cross from Antoine Semenyo has been blocked. 2 more people have tuned into the live stream. We're coming down to the final few minutes of normal time of the first half. I'd say there will be a couple of minutes added on, definitely more than 1. I'd say at least 2 minutes added on, due to how many fouls have been committed.
They'll play extra time, won't they, if it's 0-0 at full time?
I thought you were mocking me for a second. I was about to whip it out, Dad. Cherky. Rodri to Antoine Semenyo, up against Piero Hincapié. Semenyo with the ball in, and it's gone out of play, and Arsenal are going to get a goal kick.
Antoine Semenyo looking to feed Erling Haaland, who has his frustrating record in finals.
Look, they've got the same girly hairdos.
4 major finals for Manchester City.
What?
Leading overall in 6 Wembley appearances.
I could cheer better ones in there.
But he does score plenty against Arsenal.
No.
Erling Haaland has never scored in a cup final for Manchester City. I think just Manchester City.
5 minutes of a not uninteresting first half, but
Very interesting game so far. Very close. Yes, I'd say Arsenal have been the better side, despite the fact that Manchester City have been dominating possession.
Just got bogged down in this type of area a little bit.
And what makes this more interesting is that it's the two big teams in English football so far going up against each other.
Shift the angle of the ball and then maybe something will open up.
That's surely a foul on Bukayo Saka by Nathan Ake. If Man City had scored from that, then I know that some Arsenal fans, especially the ones from AFTV, would be absolutely ranting about that. Luckily, it didn't result in a goal for Man City. However, Arsenal have a chance. It was going out there until a Man City player kicked it away. Here is Erling Haaland. Plays it to Jeremy Doku. Great defensive work from Arsenal yet again. William Saliba this time defending for his club. And Arsenal are going to have to defend another corner. That's the only situation that they've put themselves in.
Setup is obviously different.
Oh. Haaland's there and he misses out on the ball. It's going to be kept in play by Bernardo Silva. Ball's been crossed in again. Headed away only as far as Doku. Can I recommend a channel to you called The Football Terrace? Very good channel. Every team is covered. A shot has been blocked there. That was Jeremy Doku who took the shot. Not sure who blocked it though. The ball's been crossed in again. Please get it away. Thank you, Saka. A little bit because Man City did get the ball back. That was largely Leandro Trossard's fault. We just keep giving the ball away. We can't get past their back four.
City is sustaining attacks here. Struggling to get closer to Arsenal's goal to get a shot away, but they're pressing. Pretty resilient defence. Arsenal's know how to defend.
Cherky. Bernardo Silva. Up against Declan Rice. Rice backing Silva into a corner like a bully would to their victim. Cherky to Antoine Semenyo. Semenyo with the cross! And Erling Haaland was there. He hasn't scored in a final, but however, that was his closest chance of this afternoon.
Really tight to him. There's two of them at the back.
That was the scariest moment for Arsenal in this game so far.
And you think this is Haaland's territory.
Haaland is terrible at Wembley. Guess he suffers from some Wembley curse then. He should have taken that penalty in the 2025 FA Cup final against Crystal Palace. But instead he gave it to Omar Mamouche, who went on to have that penalty saved. And Crystal Palace eventually won the FA Cup. Only 1 minute of first half stoppage time has been added on. Who do you think has been the better side so far, Dad?
From what I've seen, I think we were all attacking for the first 30 minutes, and then it's kind of gone Manchester's way.
Lots of concentration in the defensive work. It's hard to
I'd say that that's a very accurate point of view. Guess what? I went on a walk next to the race course and saw the horses. What race course are you talking about, Cameron Price? You've got to be precise in what you say. No offence. Man City's last chance of the first half. It's Nico O'Reilly, Exeter race course. And the whistle has blown for half time, and despite a lot of chances from both sides after the first 45 plus minutes of the game, there has been no breakthrough, and it remains goalless at half time in the Carabao Cup final between Arsenal and Manchester City.
Arsenal 0, Manchester City 0.
This is, I'd say, our best defensive display against Manchester City since that encounter against them in the Premier League at the Emirates Stadium in early February 2025, when Arsenal won 5-1 against them.
Now they return to a new land.
This is our celebrity South Africa,
where legends are made. I'm a Celebrity South Africa, coming soon to ITV1 and ITVX.
What do you think of Ant and Dec, Dad? That says it all, really. Do you not have any snacks during the game? I love chocolate and grape Fanta. I don't really have any snacks during games. Let's see what Exeter Racecourse looks like, and let's see if I've actually been to the venue. I have not been to Exeter Racecourse, but my mum has. Obviously, I wasn't present for it. So whilst half-time is happening, I am going to be reading you guys. Sorry, Mum, I'm busy doing something. Let's go on to match stats. Oh, my dinner's ready. By the way, this is my first live stream of spring 2026. So I hope that you are all having a fantastic start to spring. I've got to go for dinner. I'll be right back. I'll keep the stream running.
McDonald's cards. Over £4 million in cash prizes to be won and free food in every pack.
Supplies. I said send supplies. Trouble hearing? Get a free hearing check at Specsavers. Experts in hearing, too.
This flock's hard at work growing their nest benches, like this blue tit.
Dave.
Listen to the way they communicate.
Dave, you're on mute.
Oh, home time. Nest. Together we'll build you a bigger pension. Even you two.
Yes!
And you guys see that?
Doing it wrong! Yeah! again next weekend?
Sure. The Tiguan. For all life's adventures. Volkswagen.
Super 6, proud sponsors of Carabao Cup coverage on ITV.
Goals at the break in the Carabao Cup final, finely balanced. Arsenal probably having the better of the first 20-25 minutes, City the better of the second.
Yeah, City looked quite nervous. I think James Trafford was on the ball. He made some terrific saves, but on the ball he looked nervy. And then Man City grew towards the game. 20-25 minutes, started controlling it, and they started getting their chances. But you always go back to that chance. Arsenal get a chance earlier on. You have to take it, right?
Yeah, I was very surprised that Kai didn't take the chance. I thought that he had a lot of time. When the ball came through to him, and we did finally eventually get to it, because it's one of those that the goalie has to start coming. So the earlier he can take this, once this ball comes into him, it's a great run that he makes there. Now, see, he's taken another 3 steps where the goalkeeper, once that comes in slow, the goalkeeper's got to be coming, so you can just pass it over to the other side of the goal.
So what, rather than wait for the ball to come to you?
Because it's coming at a slow pace anyway, so you've got to get to it. The run's brilliant, but I think if he takes it now, there's a lot more goal to hit. The goalkeeper can't come and get him, and I think the goalkeeper's got to get a lot of credit, because this is what goalkeepers do. They want, you see it?
Yeah.
So this is what goalies want you to do. They want you to hesitate so they can get an extra yard, and that's why you've got to take the shot quicker. Right off his line though. This last one. That's brilliant. Really good. That's good goalkeeping though.
Which is important for him in the cup final when he comes in for Donnarumma. City's clearest chance only came right at the end of the first half, because they didn't really have anything by this.
No, but they're getting a lot of success down this side. That's what Semenyo's been unplayable. He's so effective. This time he breezes past Declan Rice, stands a beautiful cross up to the back post. Ben White and Nkapia do really well. Look, Ben White's already got hold of Harman at the back post, and then Nkapia helps him. So this is what you have to do sometimes, almost double up to make sure that he can't get a free jump. They do ever so well. But this is an area where they can get success. And Nkapia's been booked
for that.
And now you start to think, do you maybe make a change? Calafiori as well. As a defender, when you're up against someone that's giving you a really tough time like Semenyo is, what's the best way to deal with it?
You need to get help. Trossard needs to get in earlier, and then just buy him time. He can't be diving in now. And you can see that because he's on the yellow card, he doesn't want to approach him as Semenyo with the form that he's been in. And it was good to see Semenyo on the width this time. He's been playing with Haaland up front. But this time, he looks like he's confident back in a position where he's comfortable.
You target him though, wouldn't you? If you were in the City side, you would target this.
Well, I'm very surprised that they're not just getting it to him quicker. I know that Arsenal are putting a high press on them, and I'm quite afraid of that, because if Doku and Semenyo, if they get it out to them, then it's a problem. But I would get the ball to them too quicker, especially with Nkapia on a booking. He looks like Semenyo's got his number a bit, so I'd probably do that. But for me, from Arsenal's point of view, I'd have Martinelli. Martinelli would always make my team, especially on a Wembley like this today, because we need to get out. So I don't think they're holding the ball up well enough. I don't think Gyökeres or Kai are holding the ball long enough for us to get with them. We need someone to run us out of problems and cause some problems.
It is finely balanced in this Carabao Cup final. Nothing to choose between them. Chances few and far between, but as Gary said in commentary, it does feel at times like a bit of a chess match, a compelling chess match, with the old thundering tackle thrown in. Second half on the way in just a couple of minutes.
Super 6, proud sponsors of Carabao Cup coverage on ITV.
The missing child is 9 years old.
She's hiding something, I know it. Everything is going to be perfect.
It's not mine. Why would anyone do this? The Stolen Girl continues Wednesday at 9 on ITV1 and ITVX.
I've always considered myself to be a little bit savvy. Turns out, I'm not the only one. In fact, we're a right savvy nation. Cheers, right here. For maintaining our motors so they're road ready and ensuring that your holiday plans fall into place. Every day, people around the UK are making smart moves with. Now that's savvy.
No one goes to Hank's for his spreadsheet. He doesn't sell them. He does sell a darn good slice. When business slowed, Hank decided to bring back the $1 slice. He just asked Copilot in Excel to help make it work. Suddenly, Hank says, "You gotta try this place," kind of thing.
All right.
Hank makes the pizza.
Hey, how you doing?
Copilot handles the spreadsheet.
Enjoy.
Build wealth with Trading 212, the all-in-one app to invest, save, and spend. Invest in stocks and ETFs with zero commission. Trade anytime with 24-hour US market access. Earn 3.6% interest with our cash ISA. Spend like an investor with our free debit card and get 1.5%
I am back,
cash back.
everybody, and we have a 5th like on the live stream. Please remember, changing to my Arsenal shirt.
We created a feeling, sheer driving pleasure. Today, it's redefined, the first of a new era, with up to 500 miles of all-electric range and next-level driving experience. More intelligent, more dynamic, more BMW than ever. The new BMW iX3.
Super 6, proud sponsors of Carabao Cup coverage on ITV.
Just in time. The yellow shirt is off, the Arsenal shirt is on, and the second half of the Carabao Cup final between Arsenal and Manchester City is ready to commence. 2 people, now 4 people watching, and 5 likes on the live stream. It was goalless after 45 minutes.
It's a bit old school, but it's great to watch. The battle continues next.
Smile so big, get your eyes wrinkle back in your face. Love so loud, you can hear it from outer space. I really wanna talk to you. I really wanna know what you
Very good song, this.
I really wanna talk to you. I really wanna.
My Manchester City shirt is on. Boo. Arsenal shirt will give some good luck, hopefully. He used to be a fan of Man United and Liverpool, Mike Hill, so he's a bit of a traitor to Man United, Cameron, by turning the other way to support their rivals.
I just want to see him. I don't want to see him on the pitch. I think Ian's right there. They will probably go with Martinelli first of all, but the longer this game goes on, open spaces, even extra time, Max Dalman would not be phased one bit by this kind of environment.
We talked about Dalman before he actually made his debut for Arsenal. What did you see in him that what made him so special?
Some players just have it, don't they? They just have that something, that special sauce, if you like.
I would never support another team. My blood is Man United. I don't think I told you that I actually support two teams. Arsenal, of course, and Exeter City. So out come the Manchester City players and the Arsenal players. What will these next 45 minutes bring to everybody watching and tuning in to this game? My second team is Blackpool because I was born there. That's nice. Nice to support your local team. I have heard that Blackpool is one of the most dangerous areas in England, so I hope you are doing okay, Mike. You've got the same name as my dad, Mike. He's 60 years of age. I'm 18 and my mum is 44.
Thanks, Mark. Yeah. First goal. Arsenal, as mentioned, haven't been behind in this year's League Cup campaign. Manchester City haven't fallen behind in any of their last 5 League Cup finals since Fabio Borini scored first for Sunderland here in 2000.
I remember on your birthday we went to Frankie and Benny's and then we watched the game and then I come to your house and had a sleepover. That was against Shrewsbury Town in February of 2023. Just in time, Mum. Ryan Bowman came back to St. James's Park. I live in Manchester now. My parents moved when I was 3, but Blackpool is a dump now. And why is that, Mike? I'm very sorry to hear that Blackpool has become a dump for you.
Semenyo is the one player who does look like he's got a clear beating of his opponent. Whether Nkake might come off at half time, not just because of Semenyo, but because of the booking as well.
Manchester City are being forced to pass it around their back 4. This is how pressing Arsenal's attacking is getting in the early minutes of the second half.
Its various guises to be contested by the top 2 teams in the league at the time. It's been played between the clubs who finished first and second at the end of the season was 1978. Actually, the breakthrough season for Brian Clough's Nottingham Forest, who beat Liverpool in a replay. At the time of that final, Liverpool weren't in second place, but they were by the end. Most two the top 2 teams in English football. We played 48 years ago today, precisely. Tom Robertson.
Why are these taking so long? Just keep the fucking balls.
Don't like that.
Come on. Is that Arsenal's goal?
If Kepa had given the ball away, then he would have absolutely deserved
He's being a twit.
Being at fault for a Man City goal. Considering the fact he was getting too cocky with the ball. Here come Man City. Ball's been crossed. This is bad. Headed away by Ben White. However, Man City get it back. Jeremy Doku to Ake to Silva. Cherky. Trying to get it onto his right foot. Here's Haaland. Erling Haaland deflected. And it's grabbed by Kepa Arrizabalaga. It's just run down now. It used to be a lovely place, but now Blackpool is dirty with not great people, etc., etc., like Yobs, etc. What are Yobs again?
Like young people that are just mouthy and drink and smoke and just, yeah, not nice.
Unkind and immature.
Yeah.
Gyökeres. Kai Havertz back to Gyökeres. There's the cross. He's kept it in. And Havertz comes in. Corner for Arsenal. So that was great from Havertz. My mum's practicing Greek as we're going on holiday to Greece soon. Not telling you when. I think I've done a Rolex chain short today. I do remember doing a lot already today. Yeah, day 346. In comes the corner kick. Just cleared away by Nathan Ake. What's he doing? What's he doing? What is he doing? A yellow card. Kepa. Yes. Because he handled outside the box.
And once he comes out, Kepa, he has to make contact with it first time. And he tries to shield it. Strong Doku is no chance.
What was he doing?
Oh no, I think it was because of that. The contact with Jeremy Doku there.
What was he thinking?
And we could concede the first goal of this game because of him.
Is it a free kick now?
Yes, to Manchester City in a very dangerous area. My best friend is Greek. Try some Salvla as you can. It's amazing. I don't know if that's a typo or a Greek word. It would be nice to know that it is a Greek word. I don't know. What did you mean by that, Mike Hill? 52 minutes in, Manchester City have a free kick just near Arsenal's penalty box. And it will be Antoine Semenyo, the former AFC Bournemouth player, to take it. A worrying moment for the men in red and white. I think it's 1-0. In it comes, way off target. Kepa Arrizabalaga, you are a lucky goalkeeper. Solvla is a Greek dish, lots of meat in it. It's better to Google it for the explanation. It's really good though. I hope I'm pronouncing the name right.
Spell it?
Souvla.
Expect to be going home in celebratory style. The second half. Still, nobody is quite sure.
Ball's been picked up by James Trafford and Manchester City have possession for the next few seconds at least. Ben White with the header away. Headed on by Zubamendi. There's Havertz. Rice lunging in. And again, Saka could be there, but the ball just went past him a little bit out of his reach. And Nico O'Reilly gets it back for the 2021 winners of this competition. "20 minutes ago, we hit the 1 hour mark of this live stream. So I hope to God that I've kept you guys entertained for the past 80 minutes and 15 seconds. Get that away. Lovely from White. The determination that he showed there was key. That's why we signed him from Brighton and Hove Albion. Jeremy Doku with a cross. It's been cleared away.
It's more of a Cypriot dish, but I know it's a bit like Slovakia, but it's slower cooked apparently.
Still not got going at the start of this period. Sitting back in and they're just not able to get out, and City are pressing on.
Let's come up with it.
Bernardo Silva, past another. Bernardo Silva, get it away from him. Jeremy Doku with the cross. Erling Haaland, it's been headed away. Great defending, especially against Haaland.
Come on, don't.
Rodri goes for one. Another effort has been blocked. Cameron said hi to you, Mum.
Hi, Cameron.
Baloo's coming.
Baloo's wondering what the shouting's about and he gets upset.
City's teeth are into it.
Baloo, don't fight.
This is Baloo, guys, for those that don't know. And my hand hurts a little bit. No, I think I pulled a muscle a little bit. Here's Jeremy Doku. Enters the area.
Oh, come on, Arsenal, please. This is making me really nervous.
Why can we not get the ball away? Nico O'Reilly to Turkey. Did Baloo grow? Of course he did.
Baloo, stop so grouchy.
Yes, Baloo, stop being so grouchy. Antoine Semenyo up against Nkapie. Semenyo goes for it. It's wide of the target.
Oh, God.
Baloo just went for my face there in terms of licking it.
He's got him one-on-one. Business here, Semenyo.
He doesn't like it if we get he doesn't realise that we're not getting upset, we're just excited about the game.
Baloo, if we ever shout, it's because we're excited. Look at this.
So many players who get in front of these huge
57th minute, it remains goalless at Wembley Stadium.
1600.
He's stuck in the robots. Kepa's got to get rid of the ball because it's not helping them this. All it's doing is getting the crowd up behind him. In the end, not helping at all.
Jeremy Doku.
I think
oh no! Another great block.
They've got to get it down the other end. Come on.
Oh my God, we've given it away again. I mean, how many times are you going to give me a heart attack, Arsenal? I've supported you ever since Wenger's final months as Arsenal manager.
They're getting really close, aren't they, to a goal? I can feel it in my bones.
Antoine Semenyo up against Piero Nkapie. Nkapie with a great challenge. Baloo can't even bear to watch. Or he's just had enough of the game. He's gone to sleep.
No, I think he just can't watch. He can't bear it.
Here's Erling Haaland. Haaland, no. tackle from, I think, William Saliba, and here's Hincapié. Get that away, and we've given it away again.
Trouble, Arsenal. Before they've gone into the shell, just can't out their own half.
Here's Cherky trying to get past Piero Hincapié. Hincapié's not giving up on trying to get the ball off of him. Cherky finds Rodri. Rodri plays it back to Cherky. That was about on my testicle area. My mum has got both of her hands clasped together. Clear that away!
Get it out!
Yes! We're into the final few seconds of the second third of this match.
I need to go and do the Yorkshire puddings, but I can't leave. I can't.
Ball's been crossed. Oh no! Oh no! Oh my God! It just had to come, didn't it? It just had to come, didn't it? That's what happens when we don't properly clear the ball. When we don't dominate possession. And now we have finally paid the price. Manchester City have scored, and it's Nico O'Reilly who has gotten his name on the score sheet.
Oh my God.
Kepa Arrizabalaga fumbled in goal. I had a doubt about him being in goal, and in the 60th minute of the game, that doubt was verified. A horrific goalkeeping error. And Nico O'Reilly beats Martin Zubamendi to the ball there. Manchester City are en route to their first win against the Gunners in all competitions since April of 2023. The Manchester City fans celebrate. Pep Guardiola celebrates. Is he going to emerge triumphant finally against Mikel Arteta and Arsenal? Yet again. Yet again. My laugh when I said that really sums up Arsenal's performance in the second half. We have almost all of the final third to save ourselves at the time of speaking. Jeremy Doku to Bernardo Silva, to Rodri, O'Reilly, Silva back to the goal scorer, O'Reilly, Erling Haaland. I think some Arsenal fans are going to ask either themselves or their mates who support Arsenal, why did we put Kepa Arrizabalaga in goal? Foul on Leandro Trossard by Antoine Semenyo, and Arsenal are going to get a free kick in the 63rd minute of the game.
It's a nonsense. He looks on. He looks the field for his mate.
We have to equalise. Cameron Price is jubilant.
Why?
He supports Manchester City.
Cameron Price, get on this live chat.
Shirts emerging off that bench.
I don't think he's been loyal enough to the other clubs that he's supported. Yeah, I've been loyal to my club for the past 8 years.
I remember when Cameron used to support Liverpool, Cameron.
And then he went and supported their rivals, Manchester United, or was it the other way round? Riccardo Calafiori is going to come on for Arsenal in about a couple of minutes' time. Here is Jeremy Doku. Can Man City get a second? It's Doku. He keeps the ball to himself, trying to find an opening.
Fucking hell, Arsenal. Christ.
Nunes.
Mateus Nunes.
No!
2-0.
Fuck this. Right, I can't.
Fuck this cunt shit.
Why did we?
He's done it again. It's the same guy.
Why?
Nico
Why?
O'Reilly.
Why did we not use our normal goalie?
Exactly. I'm now starting to think that Kepa Arrizabalaga was an absolute poor choice.
Like, I knew when they didn't have him. I thought, why? It's such a big.
And now, Manchester City have scored twice in the space of 4 minutes. I think I knew when that cross came in, it was game over.
Not so amazing for him, but he's a left back.
Jeremy Doku tried to find an opening for himself, but instead he had to lay it off to a teammate.
Just gets stood up. It's a beautiful little move.
Nunes with the ball in, Riley with the header, and it's now Arsenal 0, Manchester City 2. The scoreline could be a repeat of the 2018 final. Arrizabalaga doesn't really show any attempt to get the ball. It did, however, take him 60 minutes.
Not so long ago, this club had ownership of this cup.
It took Arrizabalaga 60 minutes to concede the first. Arteta is dejected.
Re-ownership.
Guardiola is celebrating. It goes from bad to worse for Arsenal on this morally dark March 22nd. Nico O'Reilly is on a hat-trick now. Pep Guardiola's been shown a yellow card. So at least that brings some light into the game for us Arsenal fans. I don't know, I didn't see. Don't support Manchester United or Liverpool, but if I did, I'm going to stay with my team. Traitor, traitor, traitor.
His team have gone missing. They've gone missing at the biggest moment in a cup final. What's happened to them?
Noni Madueke and Riccardo Calafiori have come on for Kai Havertz and Piero Hincapié. So that's the end of Havertz and Hincapié's campaigns in the Carabao Cup.
I'm not sure about that. He just upset the furniture a bit. Of course, he's midway through a bout anyway. It's the small print of the regulations which allow him to be down on the touchline for this final.
You've got to let that go out, Calafiori. So it looks like my score prediction will be 2-0, right, but in the wrong way round.
Just doing this. I think they lost momentum, a lot of momentum doing this. And it just encouraged City. There you go again.
Jeremy Doku.
I'm done.
He looks like he's going to get one for himself, given the way that he's performing. Hang on. It ain't over until it's over, Mum. Okay.
This is not the Arsenal team.
Oh, look at Chirky doing kicky ups, the little cunt.
Callum!
That's interesting.
Mark Goldbridge said Arsenal are parking the bus in the second half. It looks like they are. Arsenal in the second half reminds me of Lidford Foxes, when I used to play for them, I played for them for 2 seasons, only scored 2 goals for them. We were absolutely awful in the attack.
He likes that, Ben White.
Chucky, you cheeky little twat. You just did it because Man City are too old. Man City are too old.
Arrogant. It's a little bit arrogant from Cherky.
Oh my God.
He's smiling as well.
What's in the book?
When am I ever going to see Arsenal win another major trophy? We haven't won a major trophy since August 1st, 2020. And that was in, I'd say, Arteta's second to worst season with Arsenal. The worst was the season that came after that one. Noni Madueke's been forced to rush the ball out of play, so Manchester City will get a goal kick.
Has had a few that have gone right to the edge of late.
I thought Martinelli might be on that left-hand side.
He's still seated.
I wish Ben White had kept that in play. 3 people are watching and 5 people have liked this. Man City going to win the cup? Let's hope not. Let's hope we can get our first Carabao Cup in 33 years. We couldn't do it in 2011 and we couldn't do it in 2018. But 2026 will hopefully be our year. We have got plenty of time to make a comeback against this strong Manchester City side. Madueke with a long ball, latched on by Calafiori, surprisingly, but it's been cleared away from him. William Saliba to Martin Zubimendi. Hello, Joseph Follows. Welcome to the live chat. Here is Noni Madueke and Madueke again. It is Martin Zubimendi.
It's a good position for City to be in where they can just sit back and now play on the counter-attack, and they've got plenty of players out there who are capable of that.
Noni Madueke goes down. Challenge from Bernardo Silva. He's got to be booked now. That's more than one foul that he's committed in this game. Nevertheless, Arsenal have the chance to get one back. I remember watching the final moments of the 2025 Carabao Cup final when Newcastle United defeated Liverpool by 2-1.
Two in the City wall. Calafiori and Jokerit hiding behind Holland and Semenyo there.
Here we go. Declan Rice gives the signal, whips the ball in, header! Good save from James Trafford there, keeping out Ricardo Calafiori. It should have been more to Trafford's left or Trafford's right. And that way, a goal would have been certain. I think some Arsenal fans have left the stadium already because of how bad they've been performing in the second half. Not the whole game overall, but the second half alone. It speaks volumes.
O'Reilly, who's had 2 touches in the Arsenal penalty area.
Hello, Colin Hill 3286. I don't understand what is happening right now. Arsenal are losing 2-0 to Man City in the Carabao Cup final. Boo.
Haaland's not done much, Jokeres has not done much, but it's been the top 2 wingers who had a real impact, Semenyo and Doku. Chukwu's contributed as well.
Silva past Trossard and Calafiori. It's been cleared away from Erling Haaland. We have our 6th like of the live stream, so whoever that was, you are the best. That has cheered me a little bit, not right up, but a little bit, because it doesn't change the fact that we are losing by 2-0 to Manchester City, which makes me scared about the encounter we're going to have with them on the 19th of April, which is technically, like I said before in this live stream and maybe on other live streams, the title decider. Despite the fact that currently Arsenal are 9 points clear of Manchester City in the title race. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I said it wrong. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, as Mary Poppins would say. Why would it be like that? Is it something negative about Arsenal's performance? Zubimendi with a lovely ball to Saka. He's kept the ball in play. It's been cleared away by the 2-time goal scorer in this match, Nico O'Reilly. Lovely play from Arsenal here. Now this is better. Ben White to Noni Madueke. Oh my God. Why did you kick the ball closer to Bernardo Silva? Good challenge there. Mike Hill has asked Colin Hill if they are a Man City fan. Are you guys brothers because you have the same surname? Hill.
88,500 in here.
This is unbelievable. It's just because Arsenal haven't lost to Manchester City in such a long time. We've gone on a free kick thanks to Calafiori. The challenge from Mateus Nunes there. Where's Gabriel Martinelli when you need him? He's a promising forward. Why has Mikel Arteta not brought him on yet? Madueke looks like he's going to get to that, but however, Nico O'Reilly was more solid than him. Here's Calafiori. This is promising. Oh, just wide of the target. Ricardo Calafiori, despite the fact he is a fullback, has had 2 really good chances here. One from a free kick and one on the half volley. However, it was really an assist by the looks of it. Let's check. Leandro Trossard came sliding in to try and, I believe, break his goal drought. He might have rattled the post there a little bit.
Calafiori 2-2's what they're after, at least in the immediate term now.
Colin Hill supports Real Madrid. I'm glad that we beat Real Madrid back in April of 2025 in the Champions League quarter-finals last season.
Arsenal players most fans haven't seen win the trophy. Today, desperate for it to be the first time to see them with a medal around the neck. Now they're struggling.
Here is Bernardo Silva. He's being pressured at the back. The ball is having to be played to James Trafford.
Just pick up the playbook, throw the kitchen sink at it.
Go on, Trossard. Press him there. That's great stuff. We've now won a throw-in. We've got to play it to a player that is open. What the hell was that?
Seen it here before in the Carabao Cup.
Joseph Follows is still with us as part of the live chat. 80th minute, it is Arsenal 0, Manchester City 2. Lovely play from Ricardo Calafiori. He's been our best substitute so far, but Man City get it back. Haaland plays it out onto the right. Hopefully you can win the Prem and the Champions League. Turkey up against Gabriel. Rodri. Ball's gone out of play there, and it will be another throw-in for Arsenal. We've got to start off with playing it at the back four. We can't spend too long playing it around in the back four, otherwise we'll suffer the worst consequences possible. What was that from Ben White? That was a weak pass to Bukayo Saka.
Turkey.
Samuel's back. Great to see you talking again, Samuel. So Turkey. Come on, Noni Madueke looked promising there in that split second. Lovely interception there from William Saliba. The ball has been played. Free kick's going to be awarded to Arsenal. Arsenal are making another double substitution. Gabriel Martinelli and Gabriel Jesus are both coming on. Okay, I didn't really need to know that, Colin. Ben White and Leandro Trossard are off. And Jesus and Martinelli have taken their places. So Arsenal are starting to get a little bit attacking here.
Stay where he is. Do a good job down here, but something out of the ordinary.
If we lose this, it'll be only the 4th time that we have lost across all competitions. It will be the first time that we have lost a game this season, though, that is not played in the Premier League.
At least. He's an extreme fan like the rest of them.
Poor yet again. This time from Victor Gyökeres. I totally forgot that he was still on the pitch. However, I did know that he wasn't subbed off. He hasn't done a lot.
2007 Chelsea, 2011 Birmingham, the Tony Martin's final, and the Mike Dean final, and 2018 Manchester City.
I forgot about 2007.
Unless
So, could Arsenal lose a Carabao Cup final for the 4th consecutive time, and Noni Madueke could not keep the ball in play there, and a throw-in has been given to Manchester City.
Thursday, April the 9th, from Augusta, Georgia, Sports Golf all over that. Appointment of you.
We need to score 2 more goals in 6+ minutes. When I say 6+ minutes, I mean 6 minutes plus stoppage time. There, I've said that to make it sound better.
Jackie wriggling out of the tight spot.
Free kick to Manchester City. Foul on Turkey there by Gabriel Magalhaes. Watch the match reaction on the football terrace after this. It's a good show. I don't know if I will be bothered to. And we've conceded another free kick. After that shit show that we had earlier on in the second half, in the space of only 4 minutes, I feel like we do deserve to lose. If we do lose, Arsenal need to come up with a miracle here. We managed to save ourselves last time around thanks to Gabriel Martinelli, who came on alongside Jesus a couple of minutes ago. Some Arsenal fans are already exiting Wembley Stadium. It's the 86th minute and Arsenal remain 2-0 down against Manchester City. And once again, we've conceded another free kick. I think this time it's Declan Rice on Jeremy Doku. This is also the first time that we are losing a game, well, as it stands, that we have lost a game without scoring a goal since Liverpool on August 31st last year. That was almost 7 months ago. Lovely from Ricardo Calafiori. He's been absolutely brilliant in this game. Gabriel Jesus. He's had basically more efforts than some attackers from the Arsenal squad. Here we go. Let's see if Calafiori can improve. Good pass to Jesus, but he's given it away against his former team. I really thought Arsenal would win today. Arsenal get it back, though. Oh, for fuck's sake! Yes! Yes, yes, yes. Come on, Gyökeres. Fucking poor again. But we do have a throw-in. So I kind of retract that statement. So we all need to get into the penalty box. It is the 87th minute of the game. And it is Arsenal 0, Manchester City 2. Nico O'Reilly scored in both the 60th and 64th minutes of the game. In comes the throw-in, cleared away. But Arsenal are going to get it back. Martinelli on the turn. Rice is going to launch it forward. Noni Madueke crosses it in. Header. Oh! Still not cleared. No foul, says the referee. That was so close. I didn't expect us to get a chance that close. I keep saying that word. Here's Ricardo Calafiori. He finds Declan Rice. Bukayo Saka trying to weave his way past the Man City players. Bukayo Saka. It's been cleared away, but that was promising. Something's telling me that Arsenal can conjure up something against the team that last won this trophy almost half a decade ago. Antoine Semenyo up against Calafiori and Martinelli. Now it's just Semenyo against Calafiori. Now it's Semenyo against Calafiori and Martinelli again.
He's played it like he's been out there 15 times. It's been fantastic.
Nico O'Reilly, the man who looks like he's going to be Manchester City's hero. Can they score a third goal and seal Arsenal's coffin with the sharpest nails possible? Cherky crosses it in, headed away from Haaland.
So dominant the second half, City. It breeze for them. They really struggled the first half. It's not just after half time. The top two teams play against each other. It should be hard to score, but
here is Jeremy Doku. It looks like it could be over. Jeremy Doku fires wide, and Arisa Balaga survives conceding a third in this game.
Between the Arsenal midfield and the Arsenal defence, the gaps that you just don't see. But City have found them.
Gabriel Jesus at the back post against his former club almost headed Arsenal back into the game. It was promising, but it wasn't enough. Emma Dale as well on Monday and Hollyoaks. Are you requesting me to react to Emma Dale and Hollyoaks episodes? If you are, then I, unfortunately for you, declined that request. I think Man City are making their first substitution. The time is 6:19 p.m. Arsenal have 4 minutes to save themselves. Phil Foden is on for Ryan Cherky or Cherky. What will these last 4 minutes bring us at Wembley Stadium today? Noni Madueke, the referee has stopped play, I think, to signal an offside. Yeah, because the linesman's flag is up. Oh, talking to Joseph, my bad. My bad. I know you will forgive me, Mike Hill. Come on, Arsenal. Just a little glimmer of hope. Mateus Nunes gets it back for Man City. Jeremy Doku. Long ball. Erling Haaland is there. Arisa Balaga kicks it away. It's going to come out to Noni Madueke. Oh, Saka! Why didn't you get it?
What a 5-minute period he had. The best 5 minutes of his life. Well done to him. Fantastic young player.
Nico O'Reilly gets player of the match.
Problems when he goes forward. He got himself into really dangerous areas where left backs never used to be. But he was.
Here's Jesus to Gabriel Martinelli. That was a very, very poor pass from Gabriel Martinelli to Ricardo Calafiori. Even if Arsenal do lose the final, it has been a fantastic run. Getting to our first final in 8 years. The last time they played in a final in this competition was when I was 10 years old. In it comes from Madueke. It's been headed away only as far as Calafiori. Gabriel up against Phil Foden. 1 minute and 30 seconds left for Arsenal to save themselves. Man City are now 1 minute and 20 seconds away from winning the Carabao Cup. Noni Madueke. Past his man. Madueke to Saka. It's been cleared away. That was promising until Saka failed to get the ball there. Doku goes past Saka.
Greedy for a final flourish. Just for a touch of the ball.
Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Referee stopped play there to give Manchester City a free kick. I think that's it.
It's not as if the name is not familiar.
He knows it. He knows it. It's already being written on the trophy. 25 seconds left until the full-time whistle is blown. The camera is currently on the dejected Arsenal supporters who have come a long, long way. The Manchester City flags, light blue and white, are high. 5 seconds to go. Haaland knows what's going to come next. And the referee has blown his whistle for full time. And Manchester City, for the first time in almost 5 years, have won the Football League Cup. Nico O'Reilly, the hero at Wembley Stadium. Pep Guardiola has finally won yet another trophy with Manchester City. Arsenal lose again to Man City in a League Cup final, but this was a better game than the one in 2018. It also marks the first time that Manchester City have beaten Arsenal in all competitions since April of 2023. That was when I was 15 years and 2 months old. Kepa was not Superman, he was Pratman. He was absolutely what you just called him for the first goal. Absolutely horrific goalkeeping from Kepa Arrizabalaga. He is heavily to blame for this result. Arsenal lost the chance to win the Carabao Cup after getting knocked out in the semi-finals by Newcastle United in the previous season, who went on to win the competition in that season. And this season they reached the final, but they lost out on the trophy yet again to Manchester City. So our hopes of winning the quadruple have unfortunately come to an end. Congratulations to Manchester City, who are this season's Carabao Cup winners. This is the 9th time that they have won this competition, and it is the first time since 2021. That was when I was 13 years old. Credits go to Nico O'Reilly there, the player of the match, the man who a lot of people never thought would score both of those goals. Nico O'Reilly, of all people, was the hero of the hour. Haaland is still celebrating in front of the camera.
Who's here today? Who's enjoying it with you? Who's been on the journey? My whole family came down today. So yeah, they're all in a stand, and yeah, I know they'll be buzzing, and yeah, can't wait to celebrate with them. They definitely will be.
We did well in the first half, but in the final third, well, at the end of the second third, and into the final third, we really crumbled, and That's why we are runners-up in this competition for the 4th time in a row, just like in 2007, 2011, and 2018.
What a story coming through the academy and Manchester City fans.
Right, I'm going to look at Football Terrace.
The first trophy of this season.
491,000 subscribers. He supports Manchester United. Watch them blame Kepa instead of them not actually playing football. I think in the second half, Arsenal collectively were a disgrace. It's not just Kepa Arrizabalaga that needs to be blamed. It needs to be all the Arsenal players that participated in this match. We didn't do enough, but we will go again. And in terms of this competition, 2027 will be our year. A couple of minutes ago, we hit the 2-hour mark on the live stream, and that gives me a perfect time to go and inform my mum about what has just happened.
Arsenal didn't have an answer. They missed Odegaard, no Eze, no real cohesion, no pace up front. I was amazed really at Martinelli didn't come onto the pitch earlier on. But Man City were by far the best.
You are obviously seeing the celebrations of
I'm not
Manchester
sure
City here.
I'm not sure if you heard that, guys.
There are
but I told my mum and dad that we have 3 more trophies to look out for.
But it's not just the defeat, it's the manner of the defeat.
Yeah, well, at the start,
And they are
I just wanted to put the kind of
the Premier League, the FA Cup, and the Champions League.
City putting the 4-2-4.
This is the first time that we have lost out on a trophy this season, and it has taken us almost 7 months this season for that to happen. You can still win 3 trophies for sure. The treble, the chance for the treble is still there. Now I'm going to be a good sportsman, and I'm going to watch Arsenal get their runners-up medals and Man City get their winners' medals. The silver medals are not the ones that Arsenal wanted. James Trafford is being interviewed. The triple save that he made early in the first half were absolutely incredible. Firstly against Havertz, then came in Bukayo Saka, another save, and then Saka again. That's when the 3rd save happened. That was one of the key moments in this match that got Man City to this trophy. This is also the first time that he has won a major trophy, and this is the first time that my team have missed out on a trophy after I became an adult.
We're all here, and yeah, it's a long way from North West Cumbria, so we have to win. How many here then? Who's here? Bo, Dan. Oh, you're gonna? We don't know.
You said how many?
All in about probably 25 all in. And my younger coaches that had coming up through the academy here.
I think whilst James Trafford is being interviewed,
Been on the journey when a guy makes it, achieve what you've achieved. It's never just one person. No, people that they're here have been with me.
Arsenal are receiving the runners-up medals. Although that might not be the case because the camera would have already been on them. Well, that's ruined my day as an Arsenal fan. Man City deserved its second half performance. I'm not sure if I want to call tomorrow because I do have a lot of things tomorrow to do.
try and win. You have to show a lot of resilience this season. I guess a lesser keeper, a lesser character. You know, things change at the start of the season. Another keeper comes in. You could have gone into your shell. You haven't. Yeah, I make no illusions. It hasn't been easy at all.
Tuesday, I may be able to.
It's been really, really tough at times, but I've got an incredible set of people around me, and the lads are brilliant. The coaches are brilliant. So yeah, it's more of it more shows how good the people are around me than because they've kept me going and give me little goals. And yeah, it's down to them. Oh, brilliant. Go and enjoy it. Cheers, man.
Emotional James Trafford there is Mikel Arteta.
So there's Mikel Arteta. He's about to receive his second place medal. Farewell, Cameron Price. It was nice chatting to you on the live stream for the past 2 hours. Let's see what else is coming up. I wonder when Arsenal will return to Premier League action. No problem, Cameron. Like I said before, it was nice talking to you.
They go to Sunderland as part of Super Sunday on April the 12th with Manchester United Leeds.
That was our final game of March 2026. And it is sad that we had to end it that way. Next up, we travel to Southampton's ground to take them on in the quarter-finals of the Emirates FA Cup. Blimey O'Reilly. That's a great segment. Our next Premier League game will be on April the 11th when we take on AFC Bournemouth at home at the Emirates Stadium. Also, guys, I'd like to let you in for a little journey that I have commenced. And I'm going to complete it all by myself. So Kesha did a song called Love Forever. And the last time that I looked at it, it was on 214,000 views. Now, I am planning to make my remix of that song have more views than the original. And it's going to take me a couple of months to achieve that dream. I released my remix of Kesha's Love Forever on October the 30th, 2025. And I recorded it 3 days before its release on October 27th, 2025.
So even when you're far from everything, you won't have to miss a thing. Introducing your 2 satellite. Essential for living.
TUI gives you more. More outfit choices with 20 kilograms luggage allowance as standard. More hotels designed around what you love, like that swim up suite. More race you to the bottom water parks on site. More, ooh, that looks good. More peace of mind with 24/7 support. And more ways to book on app, in store, or online. You book it, TUI sort it. Atoll and Apple protected.
Try-Win League and maybe Champions League got chance. We've got Sporting Lisbon next in the Champions League from the Primeira League. Primeira Liga, I think it's called actually. And I believe that the last time that we faced them was in 2023 in the UEFA Europa League. So, here we go. The moment we have all been dreading. The winners of the 2025-2026 Football League Cup are Manchester City. The trophy is dripped in light blue and white ribbons, a sight that every Arsenal fan, including myself, do not want to see. Arsenal are serial losers. It's in their DNA. It's in their DNA. It says FFTK26. Well, that's not me. I'm a good sportsman. And Manchester City absolutely deserved it. Oh, hang on. I read it wrong. If what I said made sense, then it would have been sore losers. This is only the second time that we have lost this year. The second time, and the first time that we have lost in a competition that's not the Premier League. All the Manchester City players are getting a turn to lift the Carabao Cup trophy. There's Gianluigi Donnarumma as well. Looks like he let James Trafford have his moment. And there are the dejected Arsenal members. Very, very sad.
There is Europe still to conquer, the Premier League. I'm sure Pep wasn't man of the match. Perhaps he's just a messenger. He has passed on a few great messages. He has won this competition now more than anybody else. And he retains the admiration.
Pep Guardiola is the king of the Carabao Cup by the sounds of it. I completely forgot what I was going to look up. Hopefully we beat Sporting Lisbon. Firstly, we've got to think about the Southampton game in the quarter-finals of the Emirates FA Cup. I believe that they are in the Championship, so we're surely going to beat them. One thing that we have to do is not do exactly what we did in the second half of today's final against Manchester City. Otherwise, the other team will prevail. So that is the end of the live stream. A gut-wrenching result in the end. But if you like this live stream, make sure to press the like button. And if you want to see more content from me, subscribe to the channel and tap on the notification bell. I will see all of you guys on the next one. And bye.
Arsenal 0. And the Carabao Cup winners of 2026 are Manchester City.
Thank you very much.